track.
About my
Mental health.
And that I will
herself. Run it, Mervelee. On the track, Mervelee. Me just do it, you know. Drugs then in
Alma Grove, who is reporting Mervelee Myers for shouting and screaming. It must be the person
who works with an ambulance service. Drugs then in Alma Grove. There's a drugs then in Alma Grove. There's a drugs then.
Give me the information that she's a drugs mule who go to prison. Madam up there for drink driving. Madam up there for drink
driving.
There's a drugs
And a drugs den
in Alma Grove.
Yes, I.
Housing for women, swapping housing for drugs. Unlawful injunction, make them come with it. There's a
drugs den in
Alma Grove.
Yes, I.
Tell Mark Rowley, the strong woman is sitting here.
Yes, I.
This is the day I lost
My father. Yes, I.
I was the last one
To see him alive. Yes, I.
I was the first one to
Find him dead. Yes, I.
I never forget my mama's words. He can't be dead. He never
Got a drink of water. No.
He can't be dead. He never got a
Drink of water. I milk me a drink.
I was glad I was at the end of the phone line when my mama made a transition to wherever. They put her in the vehicle. They had to take her
back out again.
She was surrounded by her families,
and friends.
She got her prayer
and
the water and died in bed. Not like my husband
neglected in King's College.
Not like my husband neglected in King's College. Not like my husband neglected in
King's College.
That's what in all them mad head. We are going to celebrate my father.
Yes, I.
What's in the mad head? I'm going to see them.
I got this again. I go check it out on YouTube. Just raw, me do it raw, you know.
I dropped them in Alma
Hey
Grove.
people, today the day my father died, 45 years ago, I remember the day like it's right here, right now, So me I come celebrate my father and move on, And me hope from this day forward, me no use another bad word, But it's not a promise, because a promise is a comfort to a fool, And sometimes me have to use the bad word, So that me not get in a trouble, Sometimes me have to use the bad word, That's a therapy for me from the time my father fall sick, with Parkinson's, disability and poverty. It's not nice, disability and poverty, them not nice enough. And that affect me and cause some of the trauma, But every time I get knocked down, me pick myself up back again, Sometimes when me step on the wall and me think so me feel anything, me see me old people them I look for me and me know say my father never give up, because him have me mother and him God, And them who did maybe I pretend say them love him, Now we know who will love who, because what them do so much years after my mother dead, I am on my own, but God knows everything best. Hey, no mess with a mad woman, Hey, me survive all that. If you need know mad root, then you will know. Mad root mad. And mad root have blue eye pick me. Come. How mad root used to say? Come, fine, come. Fine. When my man bite me tell you, all them do something I go talk. Hey, till them my father dead 45 years ago. So me I got to show them some lyrics. Hey, you see my father, oh my God, my father was an all-rounder. One woman. One woman. My father. One woman. That's why my son Kevin couldn't on one woman. Hey, me I told them so nice. Hey, me I promise it up cause my daughter and go clean, But some time me have to chop it in there, for me had two HSG boy, girl fi stitch up, HSG Richard Roberts and HSG Mark Wand. Me I go stitch up them two royal card, Hey, me tell you, so me I try tap Gus bad, bad word, but it's not a promise because the promises are comfort to a fool, I mean, I make nobody take me turn fool, I mean, I take nobody turn fool, Hey, I still that time, Oh, guess what? Hey, man, me I put this out there, go and go subscribe. Them know so they can't hold me down, Right. Mervelee Myers. Celebration of Ivan SANDYMAN NEMBHARD 1918. Let me put this here so. Can you hear? When me done with all of them, I write in here so me stay until me ready to go on my yard. Have you hear? My son dey on phone another day with me. Remember now you know me in here I sing, then just come in. Yeah? Me and my son dey in here on phone. Then just come in. And my son say, me not fit talk. So that's why me I cut off all of them. Me I come tell my story and keep it clean. You hear? Hey. You sing me song. You told me call, me no call no foul. Them pick it up already. And you down them belly. People, I mean, Mervelee Myers celebration of Ivan SANDYMAN NEMBHARD 27th of the 10 1918 to 9th of the 2nd 1980. Rest in peace, Papa. My father never called me ratty. All right, let me put something nice. The brains, a Rastafari bird give me this. Brains philosophy. I hear a calling. 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 I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, I hear a calling. Here I am, Lord. I am ready, I am ready to do thy will. I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, I hear a calling. Here I am, Lord. I am ready, I am ready to do thy will. I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. I hear a calling, I hear a calling, I hear a calling. Say, here I am, Lord, I'm ready to do thy will. You never know my Father, when he sings. You never know my Father, when he sing his song. He would be dancing, and making sounds. You never know my Father, with Parkinson's. I see a lady today, her hand shaking. I see a lady today, her hand shaking. I am still in control of my Parkinson's. I only shake when I'm triggered by Satan. 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 What am I celebrating? 40 years. Now 40. 45 years since I lost my father to Parkinson's. Move, Satan, move. For the church must go on. You go on, girl. Come in, come shout and scream and get on. For police and ambulance, I go get in a trouble. You know. And if Queen Camilla not careful, and all the drunk them will write me this, them I go hear and know. Right, so today's sermon is taken from Mervelee's Heart, Mind, Soul, and Body, as I celebrate my father, Ivan SANDYMAN NEMBHARD, the second child of 16 for my grandfather, Charles NEMBHARD, and my grandmother, Irene Mills NEMBHARD. Second of 16 for my grandmother and my grandfather. And my grandfather had another 5, I understand. 3 of those children with my grandfather and grandmother were born on the 27th of October. The only person left of that lot is Iselin Powell, aka Tilly NEMBHARD, who is in Jamaica, in transition. And I'm not gonna hide it. My auntie is in need of help. And if it wasn't for a lovely lady by the name of Tina, I have to go look what her surname is now. Her name come up, Odette. Odette something, I have to go look. I think it's Stewart. If it wasn't for a kindly lady, I don't know what would have happened to my auntie. Pardon me. And that's why when I see the nonsense that is being said about me, capacity, wokey, whoever, Ali and whatever, equality assessor, where were they when I was planning my husband's birthday, funeral, celebrating my auntie's birthday? Where were they? So I see I have this, I have my folders, and I'm gonna do proper. My kitchen is a mess, but you know how it is. I get there somehow. So this is my start. Make Satan come in, because Satan can overrule God. God threw Satan out of heaven and go down of hell. And them there. And the Satan them were there torment way. And you then there. Heaven there anyway you want to make heaven, and there you make your heaven there. Anyway you want to make hell, and there you hell there. So me are gonna make them stop, make this place be my hell and make it my heaven. Yeah? Yeah? So you see all them four there? Me have them. East London, but me I take out the relevant, for me I deal with one thing at a time. Yeah? So you come make nice girl. This place will no longer be a hell for me. It's gonna be my heaven until I pack up and go home. Pack up now and take your seat. Pack up now and take your seat. Pack up now and take your seat. 'Cause I am going home on the morning train. The evening train will be too late. The evening train will be too late. The evening train will be too late. 'Cause I am going home on the morning train. Step right in and take your seat. Step right in and take your seat. Step right in and take your seat. 'Cause I am going home on the morning train. The evening train will be too late. The evening train will be too late. The evening train will be too late. 'Cause I am going home on the morning train. Good luck to you, darling. You can pop it off too. And call ambulance for excuse me in your shout so they can get them supply of drugs. Call them and call police. Call them, call your ambulance, them, your druggists from National Ambulance, London Ambulance Service. You can't get them supply and turn up out of my door how much hours. Park up. Call London Ambulance Service. Call Mark Rowley, terrorists, racists, rapists, murderers, police. Call them, make them come. And call the judiciary in England and Wales and the criminal justice system and crown prosecution service. Call them, make them come. You call them. You call them, make them come. supposed to be finding another one, but I don't know where it is. I can go on without it. Yeah? So you go on. Go on, darling. Make the world see who is the whatever. Make them see who are the violent nuisance in here. Singing is in my DNA. Make them see who is the violent nuisance. Yeah? I stave off whatever. This will be another one, but I can't see it. Yeah? I stave off depression or whatever. Yeah? So I use up what me got. So you come in, come carry on and go along. You come in, me have a right to celebrate. You come in, come carry on and go along. You stay out there. Me now go see if you look for that, you know. Don't me do. I would like to have it, but me no know now. Jesus alone. Say Jesus alone cannot bear the crucified cross, and all the world go free. See how they nailed him there. See how they nailed him there. See how they nailed Christ to the crucified cross, and all the world go free. Say Jesus alone, alone, alone. Jesus alone, alone. You have more right to run in more than me. Yeah? Police the on record that talk about injunction. Right, yes, so police stand up. Right, yes, sir. Then the pan there. So then say who are the racists? And dirty girl Raquel love king was sensing come here. Jesus alone cannot bear the crucified cross, and all the world go free. See how they nailed him there. See how they nailed him there. See how they nailed Christ to the crucified cross. I me one live in here. I me one live. Me no need nothing from nobody. Me I learn to live by myself. It would have been nice to find what I'm looking for, but I know I'm not going to find it. And as I said, I'm not stressing myself. Yeah? You carry on and galang, girl. So you are more right. I know you are the junkie. Yeah? Me not smoke, me not drink. So you carry on. You come carry on and go on. What I'm looking for, I don't find it. I'll find it another time. Can always do another time. But today my focus is on Parkinson's, yeah? Because as you can see, I've lived the life. And the life of Parkinson's I live because my trauma. Because of poverty. Poverty was one of the main things, and disabilities. So I have things in my DNA that cause me to be reserved. Yeah? And me say, you know, when me I do something and me have my mind for certain things, it bother me, but me not gonna make it bother me. And me have to learn to let go. Yeah? So me I show you over the years what I've collected. Yeah? So if somebody's gonna put me in a bracket, they got to say why the bracket. You have to tell me why you put me in that bracket. And why you know when I was calling for help, you never done anything. So as you can see, walk for Parkinson's, my first walk for Parkinson's, 2017. So I never just I sit in here, I go online, I find places to do, I do things until I'm cut off now. Nobody talks to me, nobody does anything, all the things. Yeah? You hear coming and me sing, and me do my thing. I'm live. I'm live. So let you come in and carry on. Yeah? The phone another day with my son. She come in much o'clock, 12 o'clock, and she start. But now me find out why, what is the problem. See? So when did I have time to be this violent nuisance? The gardening, the everything. Yeah? I haven't gone and see Jakey. I don't know what's happening to Jakey. All because of them. I used to go visit Jakey. Jakey has Parkinson's. No, Jakey has dementia, existing as whatever. Carry on out there. You could have book off your friggin' tour. Yeah? Yeah. You carry on, darling. I'm in here. Okay? I'm live. So you carry on. You said nobody ever kicked my door. Nobody. So now Housing for Women is going to pay. Judiciary of England as well is going to pay. Police is going to pay. NHS is going to pay. Because if I'm dead and gone, I'm live. No matter how much social media want to hide and take, it is somewhere. Somewhere I am the blue. So here it is. So I'm just doing what the Spirit tell me. And today I am going to celebrate my father. I already gave you his name. And I tell you a few bits. I would have loved to have seen that one, but that's for another time. So that stay there. So my story is about my father in particular. But I'll be chipping in about my parents, my upbringing, how I come to be here, why I'm wearing this Parkinson shirt, and where you can find me online. Yeah? So all who is defining me and putting me in their images, let them stay. Stop fighting fire with fire. This is my fire. I don't need to use their fire. I have my fire. I want you to see me on both things. I should have used the other one, but it doesn't matter. Yeah? I want you to see me on both things. Because I sit down yesterday and I put in 5 complaints to the IOPC. They know me, I'm not new to them. Same old police, and they know about me. So let everybody know about me now. No, me no want to say nothing directly, Instagram. Me no want to say nothing. You see when me put fire? Cry of help. When me go down, they go paint up. Me them place for me brother birthday. So no take me for puppet show. No. Yeah? So see me up on Instagram now. Film my Jimmy like your real. Yeah? So when me go down Instagram ready to come block me out. So me left them. Right. So see it here? Them there where when I get 700k and YouTube block them out and whatever. Then the on Instagram it gone 1k already pan ya. Yeah? So me just need to get space. But there is a God.
I knew about early intervention, key to survival. he gets really upset because I just put a little of the yogurt at his mouth, so I won't be doing it again. Telling you about early intervention.
Yeah?
Name one tourist attraction in Clarendon. KFC. Telling you about early.
Yeah. So I create my own space. This one is so disgusted. Who came in Ong's mouth 5 hours ago? Yeah? But you take the good with the bad. Because they have nothing better to do. All right, somebody wrote here. I've had that and moved after living there 26 years. The council don't do nothing. Yeah? When me put my things for here and I reply to my comment Instagram, but Instagram I got them. So I got 1,697 likes on the reel when me I talk about YouTube. So you see where you could have do something? No. You broke tick put in your reels. Your reel has more than 500 plays. Yeah? And this one 123 others like. So little by little. Yeah? So me no want to recommend nobody. And me I live in my world. For me have plans. Okay, so this tonight, this evening, so Mr. Tony Celia, all him I go get some joke with me pen. When Tony go get some joke with me pen. Yeah? Okay. Somebody look like somebody me know. So today, I am here. Mhm. I am here celebrating my father, as I already told you. See all them here? Me perform with them, the chase, song, whatever. You know, care how me reach out. Yeah? But there is a God. There is a might who reign. There is a mighty God who reign. Rain upon the land, rain upon the sea. There is a mighty God who reign. Wanted for rape of 5-year-old girl in Staten Island. And them are sitting there for you. And when me I put my story now, you had them, yeah? I do what them I do. So me I take my time and build what me I build, but yeah? Now make them bother me. One day at a time, treat Jesus. So today, as I said, I just willy-nilly picking myself back up. Yeah? Picking myself back up and letting you know. Yeah? Letting you know that whenever I feel the urge to give up, I look around me and I see my photographs that I place here. And I remember the strength to see the strength and know how my mother never gave up. And even in her days when she had dementia, there were people there. Yeah? Yeah? So I'm just chilling and thinking about my father more than all today. My father and my mother, but today the focus is on my father and it will be entwined because it's since I'm going on, what's happening to me that I've had time, at least I've had 10 years to reflect, and especially since 2023 when all this happened. Here, Satan come in, a shout and a scream because I cannot talk in here because they have their friends who work with the ambulance service to call the ambulance service to say I'm screaming and shouting and they're concerned about my mental health. But what about their mental health? So that's why police, Mark Rowley, thugs, you're rapists, you're terrorists. Not to mention the judiciary of England and Wales and the criminal justice system. So I'm not going back to my old ways. I want to clean off some things on the phone so I have lots of space to send things to Instagram because that's where I'm getting a voice now. Yeah? To send things to Instagram because stories will be told. Stories will be told, and when my work on earth is ended, I will just say goodbye. When my work on earth is ended, I'll say goodbye. But pardon me. When my work on earth is ended, I'll say goodbye. My legacies are being created. So whoever want to steal, whoever and whatever want to steal, whatever, let me say, and I'm putting some people to the curb. I am putting some people to the curb, and those some people might include my very own, for my own state of mind. Yeah? So my father, I learned people tell you what they want you to know, and things where they might have to answer questions they don't. Or maybe back then I wasn't that sort of a person who wants to know whatever I was fed, I took. But later on now, I actually started listening and paying more attention because this is part of my history that makes me who I am. Yeah. So my father was a good storyteller, and so was my brother. The more I push the thing is the more. My brother Ashton, that was. My brother Ballis is a good storyteller, but you have to prompt him. But none of them not chat to me, so me leave them alone. So here we go, people. My father was born in Aberdeen, St. Elizabeth. As I already told you, the parents. And someday I'm gonna do. I haven't been on my family tree for so long because of what's been happening to me. So my father need to go clean off space. Anyway, let's stop focus on this. My father, I guess, being born second child in a big family, I understand he named some of his siblings. The second born, Uncle Aritas was the oldest. Uncle Aritas, our money man, was the second born. Understand he named some of his siblings. I was told by my auntie that he learned tailoring. I come from a line of dressmakers, tailors, just sewing. So I understand my father was a tailor. And he was working in I think Manchester. I think my grandmothers might be from that side, Manchester. Mills. I have the names. They don't it's not in my head, but I did do my family tree. So I understand my father was working in it's from St. Manchester, and don't know what happened, but he had to hoot. People don't believe in certain things, but it does happen. Obia, whatever you want to call it, and whatever. Yes, it does exist. It's what you believe in. So I understand he had to hoot back home, and it was his sister who had to go and pick up his stuff. That's his sister Marty. What's Marty's right name? I soon tell you all of them. One day I'm just going to do that. So after that, I understand my father walked from St. Elizabeth. Walked to find work. And he ended up at the West Indies Sugar Company Limited. That's where he found his calling. And he lived on premises. So they have quarters for workers. So my father lived on one of the premises for the workers. And I understand my father was so, what would you say? You know, the man were raised right. So they don't sit down and depend on a man to do everything. I guess that's that type of person my father was. So I understand my father used to get prize for keeping his place clean. I guess that's why I developed some trauma around, and that's how I developed OCD and the chronic anxiety. All of these things is in the neurological pattern, because I guess after the disability and the poverty in my family, I was a happy-go-lucky girl, a tomboy, everything. And then everything changed. I was scared of my own shadow. I used to jump on the bicycle from the top of the hill. Some of that is still within me, but the chronic anxiety, standing up at the door, making sure I know the key in the bag and I know the bus pass in the bag, but I have to see it literally before I walk through the door and those sort of things. So I'm just trying. I had actually overcome all those things, but then, especially since my husband died, it's back. I walk to go out and I think if I put on any fire, I'm thinking, did I turn this over? It's not nice. Anyway, I'm trying not to let it be a problem. The only thing is right now my kitchen is in a state. And until I get that thing to go and tidy it up, it will be like that. So my father thingy was, I understand he used to get prize for keeping his place clean. So the mantra is your toilet and your kitchen are the most important part. So I try as best as I can. But part of my traumatic life, and I lived until people try to push me and push me and push me. So I have a lot of traits of my father, but I'm not the softy type. Quiet word, turn it away, Rod. I'm learning now. But no, I don't believe too much in turn the other cheek and some of them foolishness there. Because if somebody come stand up on my foot and I grind in the earth, I mean no say I deliberate them and deliberate grind on the earth. You see me I making palm for my foot I grind in the earth. No me I push him off of my foot, I feel my foot. I put your foot somewhere else. That's why I mean I follow this as Satan, yeah. Follow the day when he come, I come in the day my son the pan phone and my son I go on like I say whatever. And if he come out, if you open the door, making him murder me, that's me can then can say, see, I'm commit suicide. They know what they might do. That's why you see Dr. Okansi and Georgina send a letter community invitation. When they come, me must recall. Then think me an idiot. Georgina and Dr. Okansi. Okansi name when the person to come here. And they were aware of the phone call before they came. That I am shouting or whatever. That's why they came here. And they're gonna get charged. When I finish write them up, they're gonna get charged. Yeah? So I'm talking about Parkinson's. Yeah? So when back then I didn't even know anything about Parkinson's until I come to this probably I come to this country. I know about they say you're sick with your nerves. You see my hands are steady. But when I'm triggered, yeah, I'll be like shaking. And my voice is shaking and everything. I think some of my problem was more psychological or on the actual. Yes, I have Parkinson's in my DNA, but I've come to the conclusion, but a lot of the things because my OCD and whatever is psychological, and even the shaking, and even the change of tone in my voice, it's all psychological. And if I'd gotten help, but I tried, and now that's why all this are crab louse, yeah? Yeah, crab louse and about all. When me done with them, me I go through them one by one. So you can take when me write. How much years I don't work. And somebody can give you whatever. I have to mix up everything. So my father walked to find work, settled in Westmoreland, worked with the West Indies Sugar Company, from, and he had lived on the company premises. I think it was Fontibel. And that's how, because I think my mother used to work or work, Busher House or whichever. Would be called, back now we call it domestic. So I think my mother used to go work out to help herself. And I understand that my parents meet at a wake night singing. And they were destined to spend the rest of their lives together. For anybody who doesn't know about a wake night singing, back then in Jamaica, where I come from, when a person dies, they have different days, different celebration. So you have 9 night. I remember they have the 9 night. So maybe they go there and sing. So I don't know if it was a 9 night, and they have 40 night. And so we love celebrate. Mm-hmm. So it's one of the nights when they had singing, my parents meet, and they were destined to spend the rest of their life together. My parents, there were no, my mother loved to say she never had any patchwork children. In case you don't know what patchwork children is, I had patchwork children because I have 2 children, 2 different fathers. That's basically what it means, having children for more than one person. So all my parents' children were together. There were no outsiders. I don't have any step brother, step sister, step nothing. And that's why I wonder how I can be on my own. Today of all days, it's the day my father died. And nobody think. Probably they don't even remember. Because I was the one who kept all this thing going. But as I said to my nephew yesterday when I needed somebody to talk to, and I said, the last time I spoke to my brother and the last time I spoke to my son, it's best if I leave them alone. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I prefer my solitude, nobody talking to me, than somebody talking to me and pushing me down the way I was pushed down. So as of this moment, I ain't calling them, and if they call me, I don't have to answer for my peace of mind. What else is there to say about my father? So my parents meet, wake night singing. My mother used to work at Funty Bell. But I heard it was a wake night singing, so I don't know if after that now they make introduction. But I understand that then probably dad moved in with mom. So I guess at their family home, I don't know. Because where they used to live. So my granny, I never knew my grandfather. Guess he died about in the 50s. Same year as my sister. I lost a sister. Fits or epilepsy. But my brother thought the story. You know, if Lyndon wasn't such a wicked person, and what I am trying to create, they don't understand. My brother thought the story and said how grandfather said it was fit. It was dopey liquor. He didn't say dopey liquor. From what my brother told me, my grandfather was a twin. So my grandfather had a twin sister. And my grandfather and his twin sister left the property because my great grandparents were land barons and my grandfather took his sister and left on go on their own. So my brother told me that my grandfather said it was his sister was playing with her too hard. And that's why she died. That's how they understand it. That's how they could explain it. And then it was when I put that up there, Irving, carry on and carry on. I'm telling you, that boy. At the time I didn't know something was wrong with my brother. But now I can definitely say yes, something is wrong with my brother. And I'm not gonna let my brother be the end, the death of me. Or whatever of me. So I leave my brother alone to get on with his life. And I get on with mine. Story done. Oh, only three. Okay, I might look at it later. Yeah, so as I said, I'm picking up myself. My kitchen is in a mess, and I'm not gonna let it bother me tomorrow. Tomorrow, I get up and hopefully, I can start the ball rolling. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm just I'm here on my own. I have nobody, and as I said, I push and I push and I try it as best as I can. So I am not going to keep trying to get people to respect me or whatever. I'm trying to put the spotlight on my put the spotlight on my father. It's a form of therapy because I need resolution and everything and everything. Yeah. When God gets ready, them have to move. The rich man move, the poor man move. The rich man move, the poor man move. When God gets ready, them have to move. Them have to move, them must move. Them a go move, them have to move. When God gets ready, them a go move. The black man move, the white man move, the yellow man move. Pardon me. The blue man move. When God gets ready, the man go move. So yes, people, I understand that my father, no, my father went to live at my mom's. So they all had lived together over by Caney. And that's where my father's grandfather is buried. My sister is buried there. And I think maybe my grand aunt is buried there. And over there, that's where they were born. When I say they, Ballis, and I don't know how many others. And the rest of us were born down by the Ground Road, going towards Ground Road. Ground Road is sound better, so. And only my little brother was born on the land in Gaga Street. That's why I always said nobody else has ownership of that land except my brother. And only for now, what my brother has done to me. But you know what? In God I trust. In God I put my trust. And once he used to bother me a lot. But now, the fact that nobody calls me is something I have to live with. But then at the end of the day, I have to tell my story and tell it the best way I can. Yeah? So can you imagine getting up, nobody to talk to, a person who was the life and soul of everything that's happening? Yeah? And now not even to have somebody to talk to on the phone. It's hard. I guess you get used to it. And then when you're doing your little thing to keep your brain overflowing and you have somebody coming in and behaving the way they are behaving, then you know something is drastically wrong. And then you know even Queen Camilla go get stuck with the shit. Because they deserve to be stuck with the shit.
Look, people, see me cough from there, hit me.
The lab. They will get dabbed with the shit. And they should get dabbed with the shit. When I look at all these, yeah, whoever put it back together and put it back. Sometimes I don't know when to the hair come. But you know, because I'm so paranoid now, I see them already, you know, but I will not put it out there because I know sometimes naked picture are hidden in there. Because I examine myself sometimes. Yeah. And I don't want my thing to be taken, say I am using it as whatever. So get what I mean? So I'm just sitting here, me, myself and I. So my parents ended up having, I used to count 8, but it's 9 children. And my mom 7, 8. So my sister, I didn't count my sister, I used to count 8. 9 children my parents had. And mom had a miscarriage. So that miscarriage would be between me and Emily. We are the furthest apart. Yeah. So I'm just giving you an insight into who I am and where I get my traits and stubbornness and resilience and everything. See, I'm drinking milk. Anytime I go out, I buy a bottle of milk, but normally, and I try and drink. So as I was at Lloyd today and he was saying, boy, him rate me, and I said, Lloyd, you know, I don't joke with food. That's it, the thing with me. Anything I'm into, I'm into. I don't drink. I just drink for social. I don't smoke. I don't have those vices, and I'm glad. And I guess it's up to my upbringing as well. My granny used to smoke tobacco. You know, my one big vice which I tell, and I don't. Yeah, after I overcome my first initial sexual experience and it wasn't satisfying, then I did get back the mojo, and I love good sex, but I've not been sexually active for years, and I'm not missing anything. Because even if I don't have a man again, I don't think it's anything. But I wouldn't like that to be that. But who? You never know. So I love good sex and I know where it's coming from. You get what I mean? Love the good sex, man. Yes, man, you have to love good sex. That's why me have two lovely sons, two magnificent fathers. Yeah, I have to respect my sons' fathers. Well, I mean, I have two sons, two different fathers. And I give them, I'm going to throw more milk in here because I have it in there. Because I need to hydrate whenever I can. I respect my two sons' father. When people see them now, they must know. Queen Mervelee, man. Like how they set out them look. Oh, no. So I'm going to get my milk and I sit here because I'm not sleepy. As I said, I do the kitchen when I'm in the mood. Can't see it, not so. That's me in different, just my head space. It will be on TikTok. All right, I'm gonna throw the milk in the thing because, as I said,
people see me cough from there, it me a who, so I'm on this away. Whatever black man send come, come bury me special courier carry come. Who should I sing for now? Just anybody? Boyaka, boyaka, shatta lick. Racist Bermondsey people get hit. Boyaka, boyaka, shatta lick. Racist Bermondsey people get hit. Boyaka, boyaka,
yes,
shatta
me,
lick.
so where you call me phone from?
Bermondsey people get hit. Boyaka, boyaka, shatta lick. Boyaka, shatta lick. Racist.
Yeah, me and my guys. Well, me, also call me phone for because the bed come up. Not too dirty girl, me.
Racist police try to section me. Boyaka,
You see them racist police, them all You keep on ringing me also. Me say go clean off that Dominic rifle. Go on. But you call me phone for the girl. Go get me 10,000. One, go get me 10,000. Get you ready. For dirty drunk, 88 dear Richard Roberts. And 88 dear Quand. Go get me 10,000. For them, I go get it. Yeah? When you call me phone for dirty girl, you know, say I me want to sit down in here. Me go when me fi go and come back. And she come in and go on with her antics. Them hell a go hot. Yeah? Go online and you see me doing interview for Parkinson's. I had one of the biggest following. People used to share my story and their whatever. So all I write and all I do, it's there. Can't be hidden. So you stay there, call me phone for all of them. Any one of them where me then name or when me encounter, you will know. Like the Judge Freya, drunk Judge Freya, you will hear. Any district judge, any bar, any whatever, any court me been in wrongfully, well, you go here. Me tagging dirty Andrew Holiness in there too. Yes, dirty Andrew Holiness. Corrupt Andrew Holiness. Go within gunman MP Moreland Wilson. Hey, you never get me father if politics are keep and it a keep engaged and he can walk out, find something else, walk go in a yard, you know, in a politics. For me father, never in a politics. Done posting, want to send it directly to friends. Fuck off and go Instagram. Yeah? Student finance available. Yeah, when? Yeah? And the whole in it. See, crab louse. They hear me can call him crab louse. I know me can call him crab louse. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So me sit down, yeah? Yeah, me start from the beginning. Yeah? And me myself and I do. I make sure me know where the boat go back alive till they find so you know like see me in the boat. So me wear trainers. You see like Fenke. You couldn't date them the Fenke, man. Some people had certain traits where I don't finish. You get me? Some people just have certain traits. I feel me in a certain way if I just but for personal thing, me very picky and choosy. So I make sure then tick. Because it's one of the TikTok account you know about because Instagram for people are give me good vibes there. And like this crab louse. Shot lake. Yeah. So my crab louse HSJ. Richard Roberts go along. Make him go along or she. No, or he. Make he go along and quand. For when me ready for track them down. Yeah? Make you hear District Judge Beach and equality assessor. Me I find out that where she Emma Ali. You know see them are coolie. And them a take over. And me when I put in them, you know. So me one and God. Me not call a soul. But for them vibes, them will kill me off before time. And make me a stroke in here when me can't even wash me crutches. And they no business. But they want me to, oh fuck. They want me to dead and without dignity. I want for me worthless people they want. Yeah? Me worthless people, them I go hear about them. As time go along. Me not call none of them. But me I call them for me and them are no friend. Them are wicked. If you kill them for 9 months, let me tell you, say, take care of them. You take care of them. And the day my father died, me I take care of them and teach people how to know them. Everybody else are people around them. I mean one. Me not call nobody, call them for what? You know nothing for me. Me put you out there. So me need space just for that me sitting cannot access this media. Alright. So me have to go clean out, wait again till something clean out. So as me say people, we just there. Sit down and take it easy. For me I go after them. And me I go do my thing. Yeah? I hear the words of the Nyaman say, Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. I will fly away home to Zion, fly away home in the morning, one bright morning. When my life is ended, I will fly away home. My father flew away home 45 years ago. 45 years ago, my father flew away home. Now, how many years later? Yeah, me have some people that come tell me fuck about whatever. Now, fuck we are no bad old man. What don't know, so? Take your fuck off your about master here. Heart. Where you send you come here for? Me no want no sitting. Not send no right class sitting come in here. Leave me alone and give me space. Me need space to do my thing. Take it off of you. Yeah? Geepers. Take them off of you, man. University of Law. Take that right class off you. Me no want you for you neither EE. Send no right class and come down here. Black up woman phone and me want my space. Well, I wrote something today. I think I should read it, you know. I'm going to read it. Me have two sitting, whatever, me have to go ask one of them if it done early. But it's very important. Right, so I have my milk. I put that out there. Hydrate and rehydrate. Why? 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 I have rights like anybody else. I have rights. And I don't want to take away my rights. Yeah? So let them stay because the world are going to know. And who the drunk with them, and who the devil them, and who the iniquity worker, and who are the Satan, and who are on the drugs then. I mean, I bother them. So me I go read, you know. I'm feeling very spiritual today. And me so I throw a little rum in there and a little area. So I throw a little area in there, no? A little nutmeg and a little vanilla, but not it on. Yeah, me breadfruit in there, no people. So I wrote today, I sat at Mass Lloyd, and I'm going to read because it's something to do to keep me. I'm not ready to sleep. But this is what I wrote. I'm going to read, okay. I'm going to read this first because I sit down, I walk with my pen and paper. Ivan Sandyman NEMBHARD. Sunday the 9th of February 2025. Mervelee Myers put pen to paper for therapy. On the date, Ratty NEMBHARD, the mother of Kevin Donovan Murray and Valdinala Legister, was the last person to see my father alive when I walked into the vacated into something. This something I left something on. I vacated because of his bed sore with my baby, which is the norm before taking him for a breath of fresh air. My papa was trying to say something to me, but there were no words. He had already lost the ability to talk. I got back from walking my son. I'm gonna put some of these to poetry, and went back in the room. And although my papa's eyes were opened, I knew he was dead. I can't remember if I've seen. Yeah, I would more than likely have seen somebody who had died, but not as close as my father. I went and got my mother. I write this today. I went and got my mama because that's how I process things. And I never ever forget her anguished scream. No! He can't be dead. He never got a drink of water. So in my mother's culture, it was very important for a dying person to get a drink of water. And I don't know. At the time, I never had the knowledge to talk to mama about how she felt about that. But I'm sure my mom must have lived with that even though she was close, she wasn't at his side when he was dying to give him a drink of water. I don't know. And that's why I did all I could for Tom, especially when Tom decided that he wanted to go home. He wanted to die and go to heaven. I made sure Tom got all the facilities there were, singing and everything, praying and everything, and reassuring him. And now after he died, you think you're gonna come get away talking about fuck. what a violent nuisance and injunction and whatever. And there's a drugs then in operating in here. And police can come get them stash and London ambulance and put things under my door. And some little stinking ass Richard Roberts in here go come put restraint order on me. Put that restraint order under your mama, boy. Take that restraint order and go put it under your mama. But if your mama will have restraint for your pussy, you would have somebody like you. Where can't tell me what is what and what is not what. You never call me in a court until you're not ready to tie me up. Take that restraint order, Mr. Dirty Boy, Robert Richards or Richard Roberts. Put that restraint order upon your mama. Because if she did have restraint upon it, she couldn't hire you. I lived with those screams or words in my head until my mama got her water and prayer and died in her bed, head and bed. In the house, my Tom and I started that my brother finished. Papa's death was the ending of a life of disabilities and poverty, trauma, and much more. I was 20 years old with 2 sons, one of whom was misdiagnosed as deaf and dumb. But Papa reassured this was part of my DNA. Later, I made the decision not to have more children because of my DNA. The DNA that caused me to panic when my baby turned black and I screamed that he is dead. But Papa held the mirror in his trembling hands and told me he is breathing. On the date my father died 45 years ago, my son, who I thought died, is in hospital with high blood pressure. The one I'd taken for a walk has been brainwashed to hate his mother, like my brothers who hated our mother. Today, I use the chance to make peace with my father, mother, grandmothers, grandfathers, extended families, husband and Mervelee, as I pray for my auntie, Iselin Powell, aka Tilly NEMBHARD, for her not to suffer unnecessarily during her transition. My grandma Irene Mills NEMBHARD had 3 children born on the 27th of October. I wrote this at Lloyd's. When I wanted some solace because we were in the kitchen and he would love to watch his TV and stuff, I went and sat in his living room. And I even go look at his bed. Yeah. I went in his room and looked at his bed. I have made the choice to separate myself from the families and friends who abandoned, rejected, to be the voiceless, vulnerable victim of the legal systems. At times I reach rock bottom and I think of ending it. But then I remember my father was not defeated by Parkinson's. He had a wife and my mother. He had a wife, my mother, Pearline Louise Chambers, NEMBHARD, and his God. I am writing as I am sat in my friend Lloyd's living room. I realize and value how much I mean to him, as he continue ensuring I get food to nourish my body so I can repair. A promise is a comfort to a fool, and I have no intentions of fooling anyone. I am not sure what the future holds, but at this point in my life, I am not seeking a relationship. All I need is a friend who I know will be there for now with no strings attached. I will keep my families at arm's reach. I deserve more than they can give to me. And this is what I will honor my parents by stopping the swearing. Okay. I am trying, but there are times when it will come. And that is not a promise because I don't know when I'll need it as a backup. I wrote this today at Lloyd's. I can write lots. So when I hear people talking about this, that, and the other, yeah, when did I become this, that, and the other? District Judge Baycharm, the ball is in your court, mom. So I'm just sitting here before this thing, and I just gonna make it run. And as tonight is a night where I'm just celebrating being alive, being none the way worse. Because guess what? I could be the way worse. I don't have a GP. Twice in 3 months. Yeah. Twice in 3 months. So God is working. God is working in my favor because God has a purpose for me. So I'm gonna shut this one down and start again. But I'm gonna let these run because I don't feel sleepy. So I'm just keeping my head. I see so now she likes the comments. I don't matter what people want. To me now, first time people would make negative comments and I let it offend me. I no longer let it offend me because you know what? I don't know why people done some of what they do. And maybe somebody writing a comment on here, it might be a form of therapy, the same way I curse. So I'm not gonna let anything. Once they put something on there, I will acknowledge it by just liking it. I don't have to, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people, because you're in your way or what is happening to you, don't realize that maybe sometimes a person put a comment on something you're supposed to hear. It might be a cry of help, wanting attention, wanting to start a conversation. And first time I used to be offended by negativity, but now I don't. I don't know. I want to plan something for my birthday, but with what's hanging over me, my mind is not at peace. So hopefully by the time they finish with the kangaroo court, I can start planning my life. So I'm just, as I said, tonight, tonight is the night. Make me a woman. I will be true to you, but I know stand. Oh, that song they go again. All right, I'm gonna close on this one, and I'm gonna come on another. I'm gonna come on another thingy because I just have to get back some. So as I said, this one's gone 1 hour 29:43 since I've been I turned this on. So people have earbuds. I have everything, you know. Anyway, to God be the glory. I'm not starting those, ending those until I'm finished. great things he had done. He gave his son. Oh, that song I go. Let be the glory, great things he had done. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father, to Jesus the Son, and give him the victory. Great things he had done. Great things he has taught us. Dun, 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 dum, dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, 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 in the glory, great things he. Mervelee Myers views about massacre. Mervelee Myers. So I'm gonna move this. And Mervelee Myers celebration. CE celebration of Ivan SANDYMAN NEMBHARD 27th of the 10 1918 to 9th of the 2nd 19 5th 9 no, 1980 to 2025 Crab Louse HMCTS HW no H for W LEYF. Alright, so may I take away move this. Oh, I'm sitting moving no man. Yes, people, that's my life. I have to learn to live the lonely life. This loneliness won't leave me alone. I feel like the fire shut up within my bone. Why this it not go up this man? I feel like the fire shut up within my bone, singing glory, hallelujah.